Very good morning. Today we'll continue the chart selections, how we can effectively make use of the charts, and what are the charts, category of the charts, what kind of a data that we are dealing with, either a discrete data or a continuous data or a combination of charts. So this is the dot journey. I mentioned the chart journey is this entire charts which is displayed here are made up of dots. Even at the single dot will make you a pleasing, amazing chart actually. In visualizations, we can connect the dot with a line that give an appealing and most interesting kind of a visualizations that gives a great inference, understanding on about the data. Even for the business, they can easily understand. If you see this chart, the first chart, you can see this is US actually, and you can see the states actually, and you can see the size of the dot, the smaller and the bigger. The bigger the size, the bigger the amount actually. And same with this chart, the same dot chart. Here also size plays a greater meaning here, and not only with the dot is again segmented in two colors. See, when compared to this chart and this chart, there is one more level. We have a sector pie chart with the geo map, and see the category here. The same that we are placing here with the different colors that defines your category, and see the representation of the bar chart with the dot. And see, this is a kind of a bubble chart. You can see this size as well. And you can see with the dot chart, we have a minimum, maximum, and the median value. And this dot chart, you can see this is a network chart. It's kind of interconnected with all the nodes. And if you see this chart, it's a plain bar chart actually. You can see the categorical here, and it is a comparison between this year 2000, 2004 and 2002, and you can see the chart here. This is a candle chart. We are showing this chart horizontally, and this dot has maybe your total volume, and this will be your any things actually. You can combine both. Maybe this will be your sales and this will be your profit. You can do and see this chart actually. This is a advertising by category, and you can see how much they are invested, and you can see the width of the bar, right? Width of the bar tells you the amount and everything. And this is survey chart also. It plays a very important role with the chart. You connect with the line chart actually. Next, we'll go to the other interesting chart. And this chart you can see this is a group chart actually bi-monthly. March 2010, March, May 2010, and Jan 2019. These are 2019 charts. And you can see how the revenue by specialty, how they spent. And you can see this, how the chart is shown here as a group chart. And this chart, especially when you deal with this kind of a chart, it's better to use a monocolor. Instead, you can go ahead with the multicolor. It is recommended actually. So always go with the the minimum color. It always give you kind of appealing about the chart actually. Instead of go with multiple color, always recommended to go with a simple color, single color with a contrast actually. So that will give you a very good view actually. And this chart, when you see this chart, this again interesting chart. What we are displaying here, okay. What we are displaying here is this is the annual population changes actually. We want to track it actually. So how we are tracking is we are taking a country and we are taking the whole populations and the rest of US. So the top 10 countries and the rest of US. We are excluding the rest of US. You can show in a pale color, and the top 10 countries you can see that. So that we can able to see the difference between the top countries wise rest of US, how the populations by year actually. You can see right. This is by year. And when you're using this kind of differentiating the same chart, what you can do is you can always use contrast color. This contrast color will be always if you go with the gray like light black, that give you a very good representation. Okay, and this is a beautiful chart. See, you can see this chart. What you are getting in inferences. This chart you can see there are three colors, right? The yellow color will tell you about your daily active members, and the light blue color or that color will tell you that daily members posting messages. On top of that red will be your total members. So we are displaying the matrices of three variables here with a compo chart. Compo chart is a bar chart plus your line chart. Here in the line chart, in the bar chart, we are showing with two variables. So that is quite interesting about this chart actually. And the next chart, I'm tell you that this is a funnel chart, especially if you are spending your money. Let's say quarter, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter for a revenue of a project. Then if you want to see which quarter uh, it occurred, the maximum amount spent in a reverse order, in a descending order, on an ascending order. The funnel chart would be your choice actually. And what if you have a network diagram, right? This network diagram is connected with your dotted lines. You can see this chart and this chart. We'll discuss about further actually. And see this chart actually. This is a donut chart. People their most predominantly is better. It is recommended to avoid the pie chart because the pie chart you can see that it is giving a little bit of difficult for you to understand it. So the better optimal would be go with the donut chart that give a little bit your area sector and the appealing. The one good thing is in the center part although you can display the total sum here actually. If you go with the donut chart, that's a general generic way any dashboard developer will follow. The sector will say, tell you about the size. One recommended thing is if you're having more than 10 variables or 10 instance or 10 dot inks, then it's not a recommended to go with this chart actually. Go with a normal bar chart. That will be giving a very good one. Or else go with a 100% bar chart. So this is a kind of representation of your donut chart. See, one thing I would like to mention here is always sort your the things as ascending order from increasing in an order. because that will give a good view for you actually, which will be the more things actually. And you can see the meetup wise live demo and not applicable. How the network diagram is connected. If you want to see all these dates in a circular way, then this would be the most thing. See this chart and this chart. This is a network chart. The same network chart we are showing in a circular view, so that you can see the date in a coherent in a in an ascending order, so that you can see the categories in a easy way. So this is not a standard reporting area for BA visualization. So if you have used Python and Python libraries, then you can do that, or R libraries you can able to do that. So AngularJS like that actually you can able to do that. And this is with the line chart. With this line chart, you can see the journey of your line. I mentioned this line journey means this entire chart is based on the lines actually. How I am placing this line chart, see line with the dot chart. So you can see this value. Instead, if you are placing this way, you can place it top to bottom. That give you a very good feeling. If your eyes goes to right to left, you are not able to follow the chart. It is difficult to get an in that case you can show it your same line chart from top to bottom like this way. And this is with the color these types chart actually. This is a wonderful chart. The darker the higher value, the lighter the lower value. And when we have a lower three variables, two variables, you can show it with the area chart like this. It gives a very appealing view, easy to understand this actually. And this gives a transparency. And see what kind of a chart we do have in the trend chart. There are horizontal chart, there are seasonal chart, there are trend chart, there are cyclic chart. These are the kind of trend chart we have. And see this trend chart how it is actually. We can differentiate with the United States and the rest of the chart how the trend is going by the year 2014 to 2019. You can see this actually. And you can see this market share, how the market share uh, between the providers, the Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, like that actually. And this chart, you can see this how this chart we are showing this. This entire chart is about the line chart. That's why I just mentioned as a line chart. I hope this chart will give a better idea for you, and I will continue the session tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.